Rush Limbaugh's wit and wisdom has inspired many Americans. You can hear some of that wit and wisdom on the James Hendricks Show here.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Hendricks Center for Public Affairs Studies. This is what's known as Open Mic. This is Fearless Faith Friday. That's right, we take a break from the news. The title of this episode, and really I'm being inspired by a brother podcaster of mine, very inspiring man, Father Michael. And we're talking on faith and Let's Go Brandon. Alright, let me go ahead and make a disclaimer here. The views of Father Michael's ministries are not necessarily the views of the James Hendricks Empowerment Network. They're relatively close, but here's my take on Let's Go Brandon. Okay? Some of the ones that have Let's Go Brandon, but it's like a bunch of derogatory, reactive, vitriolic pieces of crap. Yes, I agree with Father Michael. Stop listening to those. But Bryson Gray has a good version of it. Chopar, the rap band Chopar, has a version of it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can understand where Father Michael comes from. Okay, and I'm not going to go into the total reason why. I think that, don't get me wrong, I love Let's Go Brandon. But I think sometimes too much of a good thing can go the wrong way. Especially if you put in Let's Go Brandon with F-bombs. Or putting the Lord's name in vain. Or just craziness. Okay? There are some good songs out there. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you what Let's Go Brandon represents to me. Let's Go Brandon represents the American dream. But and don't get me wrong, yes, that's at the heart of owning businesses, owning a home and everything. But where does that all begin? What was all this founded upon, okay? It wasn't founded upon the reactive culture, which is part of the devil who hates us. No. It started with faith in God. Good Christian American founders who wanted to make us a Christian nation, informing us an American dream. Now, the FJB, the F-bomb songs, I have to agree with Father Michael. You need to stop listening to those. You need to stop listening to those because, seriously, I mean, look, I understand. We can't stand Joe Biden. But that's not what Let's Go Brandon is about. And so, I want to talk about matters of faith. Guys, listen to me. Listen to me. We don't need to be focusing on politics all the time. We focus on politics, on how woke our culture is. And, you know, how much rock cocaine Hunter Biden's on, or the prostitutes he takes in. Come on, guys. Do we have to focus on that all the time? No. No, we don't. And I'm just being as bluntly honest with you as I can. The news media, to some extent, is designed to either scare or make people mad. That's not the purpose of the James Hendricks Show. Okay, listen to me. That's not the purpose. of the James Hendricks Show. I am not a provocateur. I believe that there are Christian ethical standards that I go by as a Christian first, and then as a conservative federalist. And if you want to know the truth, conservative federalism is bounded in Christianity. And I can just hear some people, oh, you offended us. Well, I'm you know, I get tired of this. But it seems like ever since, the Democrats took control in Congress, other than blame Trump and Russia and all this stuff, it's almost like, I'm offended, I'm offended, I'm offended. And that's what our culture has gone to. Okay, Father Michael in his last episode, Brandon had a farm. E-I-O. I'm going to do my own version on this, okay? I'm going to try. Mr. Offended had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm, he had some slackers. E-I-E-I-O. Sitting on your butt here, sitting on your butt there. Here lazy, there lazy, everywhere lazy. Oh, Mr. Offended had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, Mr. Offended had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm, he had debauchery. E-I-E-I-O. With a sex in here and a sex in there. Here, sex everywhere. There, sex everywhere. Sex. Oh, Mr. Offended had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Guys, I'm saying, look, I'm not meaning to tick anybody off. But everybody is being childish right now. What about focusing on Christ? Matthew 18:19 says, where two or more are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst. We should focus more on Him. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's Go Brandon represents the American dream, but too much of a good thing, is bad. And I'm gonna be honest with you about something else. So many talk radio hosts, they focus on the news. They focus on my politics, and really, with maybe some rare exceptions like Point of View Radio, so much of them are on the provocateur side. I don't think that is what Rush Limbaugh intended when he started in talk radio. He was a refined gentleman, okay? And so that's what I'm trying to be, is, a refined gentleman. Because, to be honest with you, I get tired of this COVID, Gen 6 crap that they're feeding to us. Of course, they can't feed us COVID that much anymore. So it's Gen 6, and, oh, look what he did. Come on, guys. How long are we going to sit there and fart around and talk about this when we can be focusing in our love for the Lord? Okay? I want you to think about that. I've been reading the book of Acts this month, and one of the things that Peter says is, neither is there salvation in any other. For there is none other name given among men whereby we must be saved. Okay, so yes, we should focus more on Christ than we should on politics. I mean, look, I understand we don't like who's in power right now, but we also need to learn to be somewhat content in knowing that somehow the cycle of justice will come back around. Alright? But this country, was founded upon religious principles. George Washington, he said this in his farewell address. He said, "Of all the habits, dispositions, and characteristics of mankind, religion and morality are two insoluble supports. In vain would that man claim for patriotism who should work to subvert these pillars of happiness." Yeah, faith is all about happiness. I'll be honest with you, yes. Everybody's sensitive about the inflation going on. You know, I heard talk about, before church starts, and even sometimes it's woven into Sunday school, but we don't make it into some political reactive heyday. I try hard not to say anything to just rile people up. My job is to talk about, is to give people hope. And to give people hope sometimes with faith. And I know I can hear some of y'all, you come on every Friday and you got to talk about faith. Jimmy, stick to the issues. Okay, I get that. The issues are very important. But I think there needs to be at least one day where we talk about something else besides, inflation, COVID, Gen 6, Hunter Biden's laptop. Okay, and I take a break from my podcasting on Sundays and sometimes Saturdays. There probably will be a weekend edition this weekend and especially next weekend. Because I want you guys to enjoy this. Listen to me. We don't have to cave into this reactivity stuff. If there is a Let's Go Brandon song that has a positive message on what we can do about it in our way, then yeah, go ahead with that. But if it's just a bunch of F-bombs and, crap that's just like overreactive, you don't need to listen to that. Okay? See, I think that there's a balance. And that's one thing that my faith talks about is balance. Because we can't be lopsided. As Christians, yes, we need to be responsible citizens. I'm not debating that in any way. But I don't think the Lord meant for us to be consumed too much with politics. Look what the Jewish society, when he was around the time of the Romans, they thought, Messiah, that means he's going to deliver us. He delivered them, but not in the way that they thought or hoped. No, he delivered all mankind. He delivered all mankind. Now, I want you to listen to Father Michael's episode if you want to know how to begin a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I also have some other podcasts on the network, Leona Light, Christian Pattern, where I talk about how to form a covenant relationship with Jesus Christ. Okay, you need to learn that. And the sooner you learn that, the better. Because you'll grow and learn exponentially. And I hope this Spirit of Faith Friday helps you. Now, I hope you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of receiving those daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and become proactively informed. God bless you guys. Please try to go to church on Sunday or synagogue on Saturday, however it is. Take care, you guys. God bless you. And I'll see you maybe tomorrow.